parts we couldn't do any of that.
What's
Oh,
it?
okay.
Yeah.
Mine is short.
And then I did
But
go
like, seriously,
swimming
minutes.
I can do 30 minutes.
in a huge
Mine's not like
wake
Is
lake
it got a low battery?
with
No.
It's recording.
Now
With,
it is. It
uh,
wasn't before. Shoot.
snow banks around the
It's
lake.
okay.
Yeah.
And it was just cold as hell.
So you didn't just walk up to a bunch of rocks and have the oil bubbling out
No, unfortunately.
like
yeah.
Beverly Hillbillies?
Yeah, right. So, but the swimming, we could get down, I could get down in the water about maybe that much, and I would freeze my butt from there on down. It was terrible.
Yeah.
Yeah. But,
So on horseback, just out in the wilderness?
Yeah.
Who, was anybody else?
Oh yeah, well, we had a whole team of people, geologists who could look at the rocks and so forth. But
Right.
then we had all the support people.
So they would what? Cook for you,
Yeah,
and who would? Did you have to? They would set up your tents.
yeah, we had tents.
Sound like a boondoggle to me.
It is.
You started right from the get-go, didn't you?
Yeah, I did. And then the next one was back to MGN, where I was doing well sitting.
Well sitting?
Well sitting.
What is that?
Well sitting is where you drill a hole down, and at the bottom of the hole, you pull out the pieces of rock
Right.
and analyze them to
Okay.
see whether you can find anything there that we can of interest.
Oh, yeah.
We do some of that too, but only for,
Different reasons.
yes, different reasons.
So anyway, what's that?
This is a logging school in Covington?
Yeah.
What's a logging school?
Well,
For borings, logging borings?
yeah.
Okay.
What? You mean logging as
Like
in
they-
recording the data?
They take a core out
Yeah.
And you have to log what you see.
and somebody knows what they're looking at, looks at it and says what kind of soil it is.
Well,
Right.
actually, this is logging school. That's part of it, and then you look at this funny too. Look at that funny-looking guy. It's not me, but
All right, let's have a look.
that one was a V-neck.
With the goofy, oh yeah, he is, yeah, he's a little scary. This one right here, check that puppy out.
Yeah.
He's got a mohawk, birth control glasses, and a V-neck t-shirt.
Birth control glasses.
That's like,
What is it?
I would expect to see that guy like at a strange club in New York.
Yeah, exactly. And we're talking when? Morgan City or, yeah, Morgan City
Oh, this
or
is.
Panama City.
1960s.
Oh, really? Oh, so this was after all of it.
Continental Oil, so Conoco,
Yeah. So this was after I had.
May 1960.
Yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, that was pretty close to where you were born.
right?
What year was it?
You don't remember?
I don't, well, I can't, I'd have to work it out.
1961.
Okay. Yeah, and we had just you were pregnant.
I was pregnant at 1961. That's pretty darn fast work, man. I didn't know I was that way.
You were, what is it? You were
I was
9 months.
I was just about to be born.
Yeah, something like that.
Okay.
Because we had a hurricane come through on the trip down to Morgan City to have our first house.
Right.
And
Wait, how much did that house cost?
$16,000.
I thought it was 7.
It might have.
Somebody
It
said
is
that
really,
number.
It could have been, but it's really, really cheap.
You can't buy a car for 7,000 anymore.
Yeah, that's right. So we stayed up farther up into Louisiana and stayed there till the hurricane threat
Oh, really?
left. Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever knew that.
Well, you weren't born yet. So that was, you know, we'd been in Casper for a long time in different places.
Casper, Wyoming.
Yeah, and so we finally got to a permanent position in Morgan City, which is in an oil company that maybe a year or two before you move on. So I was there a year and a half, and we were well set, and we went to logging school. And then we went from there and bought that house where Bruce was born,
Lake Charles,
Lake Charles.
Right.
Louisiana.
And that was a nice little place, too. And we were there for another a year and a half. And then I got transferred to headquarters in Houston. And so what year would that have been? 60.
Well, it was after he was born, which was 64, so maybe 65,
65.
66.
Yeah. And then I was dithering about whether I was going to go to law school or not.
Okay, stop right there for 1 second.